Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Southeast governors reject livestock plan. Southeast governors have rejected the National Livestock Transformation Plan proposed by the National Economic Council to address the lingering crisis between farmers and herdsmen. Ebonyi State Governor, who doubles as chairman, Southeast Governors Forum, David Umahi, told this day at the weekend that although the NLTP is a voluntary program of the federal government, just like the Anchor Borrower Scheme, the Southeast would not be part of it, given the controversy and misinterpretation of the whole idea. His chief press secretary, Ima Uzo, who spoke on behalf of the governor, said the plan would best benefit the north because the region has a comparative advantage in terms of livestock farming. The governor said the NLTP would resist the movement of the herders within the north since they could now have access to whatever they need. He said, "We believe that the program will help solve the long-standing challenge of farmer-herder clashes in the country, as they can have access to whatever amount of money they need to run their business." On whether it is in line with federal government's formally proposed rural settlement plan, he said it was a different idea because anybody interested in going into livestock farming could access the fund and not just the herdsmen. He said if you used to rear cows before, you can now have piggery as part of the business. It is left for you to know how to do your business without infringing on anybody's rights, he stated. The NEC, presided over Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, had last week approved 100 billion naira to support the takeoff of the NLCP. Next approval came barely a week after northern governors rose from a meeting in Kaduna on September 12th to embrace the program initiated by the federal government to curb persistent clashes between farmers and herders. Umahi, who chaired the subcommittee on herders farmers crisis, had earlier told State House reporters that the committee briefed NEG on the 100 billion naira proposal to support the project. According to the governor, 80% of the amount will come from the federal government as grants to beneficiary states, which such states would contribute the 20% balance. Meanwhile, the Enugu state government has said it would accept whatever position the Southeast Governors Forum takes on the NLCP, as it does not have any position of its own. Secretary to the Enugu state government, Professor Simon Otuanya, said whatever decision the forum took would be binding in the state. "We do not have our own position on the matter, and as such, we are going to abide by whatever position that is agreed upon the forum, provided it is going to be in the best interest of our people," he said. So guys, this livestock program and Ruga, do you think they are the same, or there could be a difference, or there are similarities between the two projects? Because as we've heard that we know that the Ruga has been suspended, and meanwhile has been suspended, invariably it means it has been trashed. It's not going to come up again, and that's why they want to try to um replicate it in another form, which they are talking about a national livestock of a thing. So I don't know if you think whether the two programs are of the same projects, or they have any common amongst the two projects. I would like to hear from you on that note. But a lot of people have rejected it, and a lot of northerners have really embraced it. Before the northern governors come out to say they are going to embrace that program, they said they are going to, the first and foremost, they just try to discard the Ruga program, and they embrace the national livestock. But a lot of people from different quarters are of the opinion that the two programs are all the same. And just like the way they talked about Eruga, that is not compulsory, it is out of your, it is not, it is out of your own volition. If you want it, good and fine. But we saw that this the Fulani youth came up some days ago. You know, they are really hungry. They frowned at the way at which Afenifere, the other sociocultural group and other region rejected this same livestock. But they are hungry. That why is it that they are going to be rejecting it? But from the top, they are still saying it's not compulsory. It depends if you want to go into it. But these guys, they just want to force people into this program. If you feel that it's good for you, good and fine. Just like they always talk about, uh is going to bring about peace between the farmers and the herders, which I don't really think that would be the solution. Because if crime is being committed, and has been my position, if crime is being committed, or if you have committed crime on any issue, you need to be brought to book, not just to um try to pamper people. Okay, because what is happening, then you have to try to pamper them. If it's like that, that means all the criminals, all the people alleged criminals, they just have to, bring something and just give them amnesty. Of course, we know that they are giving even bandits amnesty. Who are the bandits? They are the so-called people arresting, kidnapping people and taking ransom. So those are the bandits, and this category of Fulani S-men fall into it. Some of the northerners came out and say, oh, it is not the Fulani, the Nigerian Fulanis, that is Nigeria from Fulani from other country. And why is it that you guys, the government is not doing anything about it? And the same issue, this 100 billion naira has been lingering before now. The federal government has been denying it, that, oh, there's nothing like giving anybody 100 billion. That was what they wanted to do, whether it is a different 100 billion naira. But because of the way people came out and said, no, we are not going to agree to this, that cattle rearing is a private business. So why would you want to give them 100 billion naira? And that was why they try to suppress the whole thing. But now we are seeing that they still want to spend that 100 billion naira. But that money, 100 billion naira, has been set aside for whichever program, for whichever name they want to call it, since people rejected Daruga. So they are coming out again in form of a national livestock. If you look at the whole thing together, they are somehow interwoven. And that's why I'm asking the question, whether some of you can tell us whether they are of the same thing or they are different programs entirely. But if you look thoroughly, you will see that and know that they are kind of interwoven. You cannot really differentiate. That is my own opinion. That is just the way I have seen it. And I'm asking you to tell us if you see it in that light. So this 100 billion naira is somewhere that the government is just, government has been itching to, the federal government has been itching to spend that money. They don't know how to go about it. But now they are coming out that federal government is going to take the responsibility, 80% of the responsibility. Then the 20% will be to the state, any state that will be interested in that. All that being said, boy, Fulani youth, they are not really, or the northerners, they are not still satisfied. They just want a situation whereby everybody in the country will be involved. That is to tell you, they know what they are doing. They know what they are looking for. If it's going to benefit you, then go ahead with it. For as many that's going to be rejecting it, let it be to their own detriment. But you can't force it down their throat. So that is what is happening now. Now, right from time, Southeast governors, they've come out to reject Ruga in totality, but a lot of information going around that they are still part of they want to try to give some people land, because some of the northerners came out to say they are working hand in hand with the Southeast governors to get some land. But the Southeast governors, they've been denying it, that there's nothing of such, that they are not really, they don't know what those guys are talking about. Now they have come out again to say even the National Livestock Program, that they are not part of it. They are rejecting it in its entirety. That is what we are hearing. We hope it's going to be like that. Just like they said that whatever their people want from them, that is what they will do. Of course, they are not there for themselves. Just that we as the masses, we don't even know the power that we have. Most of the time, we just try to see that these guys are really superior. But if we stand our ground, and thank God, kudos to HiPop. Honestly, kudos to them, because they are holding these guys so tightly. So they cannot even afford to do something that is going to go against the people. So if they have rejected this national livestock program. They just have to reject it to the end. I'm sure they wouldn't want a situation whereby there are people who get to know or hear that they are just playing to the gallery. So they should just do the needful. Someone said that's good position to take. However, let our governors see to it that Igbos using the best method and techniques to produce enough meat for our consumption and possibly exportation. That alone will give thousands of our youth good job and crimes will also reduce. Someone say with the southeast, southwest, and middle belt say capital no to Ruga livestock program and waterway bill. Good decision, my governors. Now you come. No compromise. Fear not. God is with you. So just like I said, if they are going to reject it, they should make sure they are saying the truth and they stay till the end of the whole thing and not playing to the gallery, not compromising along the line. That's my opinion. Please, guys, I would like to hear from you and let's hear your own take. Please leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.